I'm back with my French series today, French Beauty Summer Edition. Stay tuned, you're in the right place if you like French beauty. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle Spieler. I am the creator of the Mature Makeup Masterclass. I always put the link in description of the post so that you can always find it. You could click on it. Even if you were just interested in learning more about it, I have like a 2-minute video about the class if you want to click on the link. I'm also a 25-year professional makeup artist, and I just absolutely love being here on YouTube teaching mature women, mature techniques, and products that work well for mature skin over 40, 50, 60. Today I'm going to be getting back to my French beauty series, and happy 4th of July to everybody who is tuning in here, my fellow Americans. We are celebrating Independence Day on Monday the 4th, and this video will post on Tuesday the 2nd, and I will be at a pool party all day, and I'm really excited for that. I'm gonna take a few days off. If you are one of my customers for color matching, I will be taking 3 solid days off, no color matching. So that puts color matching even 3 more days behind, which normally takes 5 to 7 days to color match. So just know there's gonna be a little bit of a wait, okay? Thank you, and I appreciate that, allowing me to enjoy just some downtime and my family and friends this holiday. So I am using some new products today, products I've never used before. Everything has been paid with my own money. Nothing is gifted or sponsored. Just so you know, if anything I use is gifted, even if it's PR that has been sent to me, I have to, by FTC guidelines and YouTube rules, I have to put sponsored. And sometimes I hate that because some women don't want to watch a sponsored video, but sometimes it could just be simply like, it could be just like, Physicians Formula sent me this brow pen. Okay, and now I have to put sponsored on the video if I used it, and it's just gifted. They didn't pay me to talk about it or anything, but I'm very careful with the rules. I don't want to get burned, so I'm very, very careful about only, well, you know what I mean. Just I'll tell you if it's sponsored, and I'll tell you in a sponsored video if anyone's paying me or if it's just PR. And just so you know, I don't think anyone's paid me to do YouTube, now that I think about it. I get all of my paid sponsorships are over on TikTok. And you can find me over there, Mature Makeup Masterclass. Anyway, let's get into it. I want this to be a very summery look. So this is just gonna be a super simple, quick French summery look. Fast, easy, using as few products as possible. I did go ahead and do my brows just because I find brows are so boring. And sometimes French women will do their brows and sometimes not. So I just threw some on real quick. Today I'm gonna use the Elta MD Tinted. So this is almost gonna be like my makeup, even though it's not a makeup. It's a tinted SPF. And we're gonna just put it on with our fingers. I did use a tinted, self tanner. I used a self tanner because, coming up at the pool this weekend, I want to have a little bit of color on my face. I don't want to wear makeup. I'm really excited not to wear makeup for a few days. And I don't know about you, but when I do self tanner, it tans my face, which I love, but it also deepens and darkens all my sunspots, and that I don't like. So let me know if you experience the same thing. I really have been shying away from the self-tanner on the face for that reason. I have some self-tanner on my body. You can see a little bit of color, not much. Underneath I'm white, but I have a little bit of color. I do self-tan. Even when I go to the pool, I go at the end of the day and I sit in the shaded section and I sit under a big hat and I use SPF. Okay, I love that. Look at that close up. You can still see you know, discoloration, sunspots, still a little red around my nose. We can always go in with a little bit of concealer. I'm definitely gonna need concealer, look at that. But what I like is now I've got sunscreen. But I've also got a little bit of tint. So that will act as my makeup today. And now I am going to go in to my eye area with a new product I've never used by Patrick Ta. I love Patrick Ta. Let me know in comments if you've tried any of his products. Not only is he one of the most gifted makeup artists out there on social media, but his products are so amazing. I used this Too Faced on my eyelids today. Do you see how I'm kind of nice and smoothed out? And I really like it. I asked my friend Deidre. Deidre is a longtime makeup artist in television and film, and she is the key makeup artist for Outer Banks. And I said, you do a lot of people of all ages, and you have to have eye makeup last really long on long, hot production days. What is the best thing for keeping eye makeup on? And she said, the best thing I've ever used is Too Faced. So I went and bought it, and it was sold out for a month. I had to really search for it, but it's called Too Faced Shadow Insurance 24 Hour, okay? Now I've used this before. This is not my first time using it. I've used this before, and honestly, I did not notice any difference from like a MAC paint pot. It wasn't better, it wasn't worse. It's very nice. You know, if the MAC paint pots didn't work for you, or you don't like MAC paint pots, you might want to try this Too Faced. You can get it at Ulta, and I think possibly, oh, Sephora too. Yep, okay. I am super excited about this. His packaging is so beautiful. Look at that. I just wiped it off, so now it's gonna have yuck on it. But the problem is once you touch it, here's a new one. Once you touch it, it gets like, look, there's a fingerprint. Ugh, I hate that. I like it to be new and pretty. Anyway, it's a blush. It's a cream blush with the powder blush, and it's called She's So LA, and I'm LA, so I'm like, I have to have this. But I'm gonna use it today as more of a bronzer, but I've never used it, so we will see how we like it. And I'm just gonna take what is this, BK Beauty number 205, I think. And I'm just gonna go into the eye area with it and see how we like it. Remember, we're doing French makeup, which means we're gonna stay really simple. Effortlessly chic, right? If you're new to this series, French makeup is just very effortlessly chic. They don't wear a lot. And if they do wear a lot of items, they wear it in a way that doesn't look like they have a lot on their face. But isn't that pretty? You know how much I love the bronzer in the eye. I can't help it. I love bronzer on the eye. And this is definitely the cream. I went in with the cream instead of the shadow, because I think close up, cream looks more like skin to me. Okay, I like that. And you could probably even go in with your fingers. Look at that. Oh, I really like that. So look at that. You don't even have to use a brush if you don't want. It goes on really nice with fingers. Okay. Okay, Patrick Ta. We see you. That nice. I really like that. Okay, and now let's try a little bit. This is also BK Beauty. This is 106. Let's see. Let's see how we like it for bronzer. Even though it's not a bronzer, it's called his blush. It's the cream and the powder blush, and you can layer them. You can layer it. I've seen some people do the powder first, then the cream, and I've seen some people do the cream first and then the powder. I think the cool thing is he's a makeup artist and he just knows like it's gonna be different for everyone. Everyone's gonna have their own method. Look at that, that's very pretty. Look at that. And even close up, like you can't, it's kind of seamless. You can't really see where I put it. So I'm kind of using it as a bronzer. There's no fragrance to it. I really love the Patrick Ta Rose palette. Look how dirty this is. Darn it, I hate when that happens. I have to clean it off, but look at how beautiful this is. Maybe we'll go in with one of these colors on the eyelid later, but isn't that pretty? I love Patrick Ta. Okay, so I've kind of used it in the outside of the face where we would put a bronzer, maybe a little bit down the neck. A little bit out here. Remember, we never want to go too dark in the temples because we don't want to even like hollow ourselves out any more than we already are starting to hollow. Okay, doesn't that already look tanner? Oh, now I need tan on my body. Doesn't that already look tanner? I love it. Okay, so before I go in with blush, I don't want to do blush and then concealer. It'll leave like kind of a weird ring on my under eye. So I'm going to go in with this Laura Mercier. This is 2.5. It's pretty yellow. One thing I hear a lot of women complain about is that they think that the Laura Mercier is just makes too many yellow colors, but I like yellow in the summer because I've got a lot of reddish purple under my eyes, so I feel like the yellow covers it really well. And I'm going in with the Sigma brush. This is FO3, and wait, is it FO3 or, yeah, FO3? Yeah, FO3. And this is called the highlighting brush for high cheekbones, but I just picked it up one day and I started using it for concealer because look, it really pounces it right in there. It's really, look how big it is. And I really like how it just diffuses. It just really diffuses that concealer. I really love it. I love this brush. And I like this concealer. I did it on TikTok and women kind of went crazy for it. And a lot of women bought it. A lot of women said, oh, I've used that for years. I'm like, I didn't even know this has been around for years. I thought it was one of their newer formulas, but I really, really like it. I have a little pimple under my eye. Isn't that weird? What a weird place to get a pimple. And look, you could do it with your fingers too. I just think the brush kind of presses it into the skin and diffuses it, almost like an airbrush look, but you could definitely use fingers. And then we're gonna go in. Areas we need maybe a little more coverage. But again, this is summer French makeup, so we're not going super fancy. I think just for kicks and giggles, I'm gonna take a little bit of a shimmer, maybe this one right here, and just go right on the center of that eyelid. Just look how fast and easy that is. I'm just literally tapping it in the center only. And I think that gives a really, can you see that out at night where you'd look so glistening, almost like a glossy eye, but it's totally a powder. I love how that looks. Okay, we're gonna do mascara in a minute. Okay, this is what I'm super geeked out about. Look at this color. I love oranges and orangey reds and orangey corals. I love all that with a tan. So this is called She is Vibrant. So this one was, the tan one was She is So LA. She is So LA, and this is She is Vibrant. And I think I'm gonna go in with the, oh, I don't know, should I do cream or powder? I don't know, what do you think? Maybe I'll go in, let's try a little bit of powder first. Okay, it seems like it might be kind of, oh my gosh, I've never used this. Look, never been used. I saved it for camera. Okay, so I feel like the powder goes on almost like a cream. How do you do it, Patrick Ta? I don't get it. Oh great, we got some lawn care going on outside. Really? Can you hear that? I'm so sorry. Well, the video's almost done. I love that. I love that. Do you love that? Take a little bit. I like a little bit of blush in the outer eye. You don't have to do this part at all, but I love that. And then I'm gonna take the concealer brush and just soften that out. You don't have to do that step. I just always like a little blush on the eyes because to me, it kind of makes it a cohesive look. Okay, we went a little bit. I feel like freckles would look so cute with this look, but unfortunately, I've tried fake freckles and they make me just look like I have sunspots. Whereas on young kids like my daughter, faux freckles on the face are adorable and so like sunny and warm. Okay, I love that. I don't think I even need the cream. I am so impressed with that. Okay, I'll be back. I'm gonna do mascara off camera. I'm just gonna use my Thrive liquid lash extensions, Thrive Cosmetics. I've used this for a few years now. I love it. I'm gonna do that. I'll be right back. And then I'm gonna show you a really great lip, okay? Stay tuned. Okay, I did my mascara. I mean, look at how long that is. I just love it. Okay, I love a black pencil in my waterline. Sometimes I like navy, sometimes I like dark brown, but I just cannot get enough of this Give pencil. I've used it before. It's Gwen Stefani's makeup line. It's called the 24-hour gel liner pencil. And what I love about it is I can put it on my upper waterline and it never transfers to the bottom, not once. And when I take my makeup off at night, this is still on my rim of my waterline. So it's an exceptional pencil if you have trouble keeping pencils on, okay? So there's my look. One thing I'm gonna say is with the Patrick Ta, that shimmer I put on my eye, I totally forgot. Patrick Ta, Pat McGrath, anything that has like that chunky glitter in it, which is so pretty, but it drops all here. And if that ever happens to you, just take tape and I lifted off all of the glitter, but then I also lifted off the concealer. So I had to go back in with concealer. Anyway, it's fine. Okay, so real quick, I put on my BFF Colourpop lip liner, and the only reason I did a lip liner is because I like to overdraw just a little bit, just to define a more mature lip. And then I got the prettiest Patrick Ta color. Now I got these blushes and I got his lipstick back in April, and this is the first time I've ever opened it, if that tells you how busy I am. Look at this. This color is called She's Not From Here. So here we go. I love it already. Isn't that fun? That feels very French to me. Now we're just gonna do a little bit. Smudge it around. There we go. How cute is it with that blush? I love this. I love this look. Now I'm gonna lock it in place, especially because I'm running errands today and it is hot out. Hot, hot, hot. This is my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray airbrush. It's the best, the best, the best, the best. I've used many, many top rated ones on the market. That's my number one. And I put it in my pro kit. It's my number one in my pro kit. So once this dries down, ooh, I got my hair, so my hair feels a little wet. But what do we think? Very French, very effortless. I could go a night on the town in Paris and I would feel very glamorous, but not like I tried too hard. I mean, I love it here for United States as well. I love the blush. I love his bronzy colored blush up on the eye. And you know what? For a hot, hot day, I forgot, I did this a lot last summer, but I forgot how much I love the Elta MD Tinted. It has an SPF 40. I forgot how much I love this as like a base makeup, even though it's just a tinted SPF. But you know, when I'm running around and it's hot out, I want to look good close up and I don't want to have a lot of foundation on. So let's see how it looks. Yeah, gorgeous. Just looks like skin. Just looks like a really, really healthy skin. If I wanted a little bit more coverage, I could go in with a little bit more concealer in a few areas. And I could even go in and set this with a little bit of powder for those of you that are like, she's too shiny. Now listen, a lot of you will do powder first and then setting spray, but I wanna tell you, sometimes that can make a mess. So if you do the setting spray first and lock all your makeup on and really let it dry, I'm totally dry right now, and then go in with a little bit of your powder on dry skin, it not only looks prettier, but it doesn't, sometimes, not with everyone, but sometimes powder and setting spray can make a mess on the skin and then it messes up your makeup underneath. So just wanted to tell you that's a fun little trick I've been doing in the summer, and I really like the setting spray first, let it dry, then I use the powder. And just, you saw, just through the middle. I don't want it, I want this beautiful highlight here, I want a beautiful highlight here. You know, I love a highlight all through here, so I'm real careful where I put my powder, but you're welcome to powder your whole face if you want, okay? Lastly, I have to show off something my friend Doran sent me. She does this beautiful art where she takes broken pottery and fuses it back together with gold. Her name's Doran Wallach, W-A-L-L-A-C. I forget the name of the art form. I would probably butcher it if I found it anyway. It's like kitsugi or something. I don't know. I'm gonna butcher it. But I just opened this and it's so beautiful. So if you're on Instagram, go look for Doran, D-O-R-Y-N, Doran Wallach. I've known Doran since 2004. We worked on the show Extreme Makeover Home Edition together. And she lives in New York City with her beautiful family. And she got into making this beautiful pottery. And it's now her company. And it's so funny because 2 days ago I looked at my nightstand and I was taking my wedding rings off, which I don't have on today. And I'm like, gosh, I wish I had a little bowl on my nightstand to put my wedding set. Just showed up literally an hour ago. I'm just so impressed with how beautiful it is. I love it. It's so symbolic too of that, you know, you can take something cracked and broken and make it beautiful again and make it useful, right? Isn't that a great metaphor in life? Okay, thank you. I hope you like this French series. Let me know if you try anything, or let me know if you have any of these things at home. I'd love to hear your comments and takes on it. And that's it for now. I will be back next week with a Saint look of the week, and I'm not sure what next Saturday will be, but I've determined Saturdays from now on will be traditional makeup, and Saint will only be on Wednesdays now, but you can watch them anytime you want. Bye for now.